Hey, thanks for joining me. Travis from the Knife Joker. Today coming at you with another Spyderco review. Well, this one is an unboxing. I've been really looking forward to getting one of these WaterWays in hand. And so here we have it, the FB43GP. Just gonna open it up. Hoping to not rip this box open. So many of these fixed blade boxes are hard to get open many times. So probably should have done this off camera to make sure I wouldn't struggle and take too long. Oh, see, there, now I did it. Maybe I rushed myself on camera. Oh man. As a Spyderco collector, that's just, oh no. But yeah, still got the knife, and well, this one is gonna be mine, so I guess I'll have to forgive myself at some point. Basically, the box is still, you know, a lot of people just throw the box away, but I don't know, Spyderco people are weird? Well, normal? Or, I don't know. So there it is, that bolter-on sheath. Everything coming sealed up here. My old fishing buddy knife. Comes with that G-clip. Which, yeah, sometimes I leave that G-clip on there, and sometimes I put a mini tack lock on some of my sheaths. I'll have to admit that. The G-clip does work well, and there's that bolter-on sheath. Good thing about the Spyderco, they do come with that pamphlet. Tells you a little bit about the knife in case you want to know or don't, you know something about it. You can always refer, like the maker, Lance Clinton. I mean, there it is right there. It just tells you more about Lance, and it's just a nice thing to include. Not all companies do that. Really looking forward to just checking this out. Looks like a long, thin slicer, rust proof. Hopefully a fishing buddy. I don't know, I seemed kind of amazed at the price of it. So, wow, it's just super grippy. And then there it is. Coming with that tip protector. Little dust and so forth on there. I mean, just came out of the packaging. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can. I have a couple different colors and lighting, it looks like, but usually that LC200N looks kind of chromish to me. I'm not sure why. You can see my finger marks there on the blade. Not sure why it looks so chromish to me. Let's get that tip protector off there. See, these ones being made, they're in Golden, Colorado. And wow, I never saw that maker's mark there before. Lance Clinton looks like a fish. And as I said, it should be hopefully a good fishing knife. And these ones made right in the USA. So you're going to get that USA sharpening. It's looking pretty consistent at this point. No sharpening choil, of course. A lot of Spydercos don't have a sharpening choil, so it's not too much of an issue for me, but you know, some people don't like that. You could easily add one. You know, if they do add one and you didn't want it, well, you can't take it away once you add it. So, get a look at that handle a little bit more. That G10. Textured G10, you know, milled G10 and I'm not sure which way the grip is going. It seems like, both directions to me. And I have grip coming back, grip going forward, even grip coming up and down. But it's not that unidirectional, well, bidirectional, kind of like on the FRN seems, more one way at this end and one way at that end. This is just super grippy all the way around. Once again, it's not too complex of a knife, just some steel and some G10, right? But I don't know, about 130ish retail. It still seemed like a pretty good deal to me. I mean, for the better steel, the LC200N, and just showing kind of the size of it in hand. I guess I have a large size hand. LC200N steel. Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of it before. This Caribbean. I had this in the ocean for multiple days in the sand, in the salt water, and it was just great. You can see, might not be perfectly clean, but anything on there, just gonna wipe right off. I had this, all kinds of mud and stuff, and then I wiped it, and it pretty much just all wiped right off, even after being on there for a couple days. Same thing with this one, kind of torture tested it, so to speak. Ocean, sand, mud, and really held up like amazing. I had this one in the same, this was the old go-to fishing / beach knife, the H1 Pacific, and I guess the LC200N, it might be a little bit better of a steel. It's a little more expensive too. Did have some other before. They did come out with the Mule Team, which not many people seem to have or talk about the Mule Team. They're more, I guess, limited directly from Spyderco, so they don't get quite the press as the normal run knives do. But yeah, I had this one, and once again, it's just really nice. So I did have a fixed blade from Spyderco, LC200N one, and it's been treating me well. So I was excited to get a real production one with the G10 put right on there, and this one's a little longer, a little leaner, thinner. That is a cool maker's mark there. Let's get maybe a measurement on this thing. See, what kind of length are we talking about? So it's a little bigger than the Mule Team, well, longer, not as wide. 4.5 inch blade, and about 9.5 inches overall, which sounds, that sounds good to me. Large size hand, a 5-inch handle on a fixed blade. Not too big, not too small. And the back of this, just coming up in case, it got a little break there. Just getting back to it in case you do want to hold on the back of the knife there. You don't have like a big hump coming down. Sometimes that big hump coming down is nice, gives you another anchor point, but it also can be an irritation to me sometimes if the handle's too small and there's a big point coming down there at the back. So happy to see that go up. Seems pretty thin overall, and it does have that finger guard there, which is nice and smooth, but seems to work well. I mean, just unboxing it and holding it here on the table. You could get a measurement on the weight of this thing. See what the weight is for this 9.5 inch fixed blade. Well, it's under 4.5 ounces, so pretty light, really. You could also maybe a side-by-side of some other so-called Spyderco fishing knives. The Sprig, of course this being S90V, but it's just a hair bigger than the Sprig. And bear with my camera today. Not the best shots, just kind of whipping the video out. Of course, a little bigger than the Sprig is this South fork. Another S90V knife, but you see that Sprig also being pretty thin on the handle. Same thing with the South fork. Another option, just a different style of knife. It's that Proficient, that super thick handle. You know, obviously wider to carry, but fills your hand, you know, better or differently. Just a completely different take on making a handle. You know, the Proficient was that same handle as the other Spyderco fixed blade for camping. Now it's all, well, the name just went right out of my head. But anyway, it's the same handle that they used, and that thick handle feels great in hand. But then again, you know, this thin handle also feels nice in hand. It's longer than the Proficient, so it's just super grippy, which is really kind of the standing out point of this. Man, I touched that edge just now and it does feel super sharp. So just happy really to add this to kind of my possible fishing lineup of Spyderco's. A nice fixed blade for it. You see it's a little longer and leaner than that Meal Team is. So it's going to be a great addition to the rustproof lineup of my rustproof lineup. And of course, this one was yellow. Just kind of dyed it green. Have a thing for green. That they dye super easily. And another addition to that fishing lineup, probably going to be this serrated one. Boy, this looks so mean. So quite a fishing lineup happening now. Of course, Spyderco does have a few other rustproof fixed blades, Aqua Salt, the Jumpmaster, and the Fish Hunter even. So this isn't being the only rustproof fixed blade from Spyderco. But very happy to get it here in hand. Really seems like it's going to be a nice user. And at $130 for that rustproof steel, you know, I don't mind it one bit. So thanks for joining me. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. As you can see, I had some camera issues And thanks for sticking around. If you want to see more about that WaterWay, you can see him at theknifejoker.com. And we'll see you next time.